Today I'm going to build a tree sap collecting treehouse, but there's one thing currently standing in my way, and that's my lack of engram points. If you look here, you'll see I can't unlock both the wooden tree platform and the tree sap tap, and they're kind of crucial to this build. So I'm going to start out by cooking up a mind wipe tonic. Let's get cracking. Alright, you tinkers, I'm Toastbloke and I'm here in the kitchen because we're going to be making our first recipe together. I've got the stimulants and narcotics at the ready. We should have measure berries in here. We'll overshoot that. Same with the rare flowers and rare mushrooms. And the last ingredient is the one that I'm a little bit worried about. I'm sure I don't have enough. Nope, I don't. I need 24 cooked prime meat and I've only got 10. So we're going to have to head out to the swamp and kill some Paraceratherium to get started. We're at the hotspot, just up from base where I tend to find the Paraceratherium. They're usually down here. Some up, two there. Cool. So I'm just going to rest up, make sure I've got full stamina before I take these on. I doubt... Oh, wow. No, it's not going to be too hard at all for the PT. We've got some nice low levels here, so this should be pretty quick. We'll just get a barrel roll in whenever we can, but mainly we're going to be pecking away at them. I prefer to do this with the RG because they're a bit more weighty, a bit more tanky, but this will do. The RGs are already loaded up to go and build the treehouse, so I've kind of got to make do with what I can, and that's the Pteranodon. So, yeah. Hopefully we get a nice little yield from these two. The hitbox on these are terrible. They can damage you wherever they are on the map. It's ridiculous. You can be 7 miles away, and they'll still get hits on you. Did I only get 2 off that? Oh my god. You nearly dead? Gotta be. There we go. Give us some prime. Your friend was useless. You better give us some more. Am I getting 1? 1 prime off you. Oh wow. We're gonna be here all day. Come on. Come on. 2. That's a good start. Bit more. 4. Good. Bit more. 5. Good. Oh, and a snake. Ah. Get out the menu. This might give us some prime. May as well take it out. Come on. Come on. Yeah, we got 1. Right, that's been a little bit better, this little place, but we still need more. What have they been doing? What's that? They killed a Rex. Oh, I don't fancy my chances all that well, you know. Let's see if I can get the prime off the Rex, though. Sometimes you can get it. Oh, I got 2. Oh, but I'm already fighting a Paraceratherium. I wasn't ready for that. Right, let's take this out if we can. Ooh, actually, there's quite a bit of danger in the area. We've got the flies on us already, though. Let's try and kill the flies. Oh, speak of the devil, here comes raptors. I need to kill these so they don't steal the Paraceratherium kills. Come on, fight me. I'm here. I'm right here. Separate them up, single them out. Paraceratherium, you can kill those ones if I kill this one. Don't all just run. No, don't you help me. Help your mate. It's going to die. I'm going to lose prime, you idiot. What a stupid decision. Oh man, hell, that was tough. Right, there's 1 dead. Can we get the prime? We've got 1 prime, 2 prime. Raptor's getting in the way, man. Kill this one. No, that one's going to kill that. Oh my god. Can I kill the raptors? No, the raptors. No, we're still getting the prime. We're still getting the prime. We've got 4. That's not bad. These are a nuisance, man. What are you doing? This is why I tried to kill them first, but... that was a good yield as well. I feel like if they hadn't got in the way, we might have got a little bit more. But you know, they got in the way. My Pteranodon is holding on for dear life. I'm going to have to eat some meat, get some health back. And if there's 1 more racer left, we may as well go and get that too. They'll save us having to come back quite as soon if I need some for some reason. Right, let's get this gobbled up. No, snake, you're not having the meat. Right, I've got 3. That's good. Can we get any off the snake? Nah. Right, but that's good. We've got plenty. Let's get home, get this mind wipe tonic cooked up. Hang on, did I just see what I think I saw up on the hill here? No, there's no way I think it is. Have we found another unicorn? We can't have. We have. Oh my god, it's female. I don't even know if these are breedable. But we've got to get that. Why is that right next to me base, man? We've legit found one the last episode when I was farming for cement and paste. Now there's one right on my base. I wonder if me having one here is encouraging them to spawn or something. But that's mental. Let's sort out the job we were on, though. I don't want to lose our work so far. So let's get all of the prime meat on here and get it cooked. And I've got to figure out how to get this unicorn. Now, it should be pretty simple, I think. It's only a level 10. But I don't want to tame it away from base. I also don't want to get shot by the plant X. I wonder if I can trap it somewhere. Like maybe, right, I might be able to turn this corner into a pen or something. Hang on. That works. If I can get it into this corner, put a door there, maybe put a door there and a wall there. They're not the right way around. Doesn't matter. It's a temporary trap. I think that works. I'm going to put these on here so I don't have to worry about getting them in the right place. Drop that. Nobody cares. And let's go and pick this up on the RG. Oh my god, it's going to be dead, isn't it? No, no, there it is. There it is. It's straight up ahead. Right. Stop running away from me, base. You were so close. You know what's happening, don't you? Right. I want to approach it from behind. Not to spook it if I can. This is so stupid. What is this game? I don't know what to tell you. No, 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 dual officer. Oh, I've saved it just in time. We've saved it just in time. Right. Let's get this back to base. Let's get over to our little pen area. See if we can get it trapped in here and hopefully it still doesn't get shot. How do I make sure it goes in? Like that. I think it's in. Let's park up. And it's going to be raging. It's going to be aggroed, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly out on the Pteranodon. And I'm going to come back from the top of the hill. Just so everything de-renders. And then we can render it back in. And hopefully have a clean slate on the horse. It looks chill as can be. And I'm glad I've put the doors on both sides because it's facing the way I put the first door. And that could have been a little bit of trouble. We need the rock carrots though, don't forget that. I've got to feed it what it wants. Come on, let's get in. Let's grab that on the back of the hot bar. Lovely. I need a drink. Getting a bit hot with all these grills being turned on. Do I gilly it? I'm going to gilly it. I want to guarantee I get this. We need one of each of these. I didn't use this when I was actually taming the other one. But it was because there was a lot of space. I feel like when you're in a tighter space, you can be less careful. So... Hey, we got it. That was such a simple tame. One and done. This was supposed to be what I was focusing on. Getting distracted. So we'll put the prime in there. That should be enough. I'm going to need some gas. Grab that out. And we'll chuck that in too. And we're going to craft up this mind wipe tonic. Now, the beautiful thing about this is it's going to reset all of my levels. So we're going to be a bob again. But we get all of our engram points back. And all of our engrams we've unlocked are erased. So we get a fresh slate. So there we go. We're mind wiped. But the problem is I've now got no health. So let's start out by putting the health back up to 350. That's where I was running things. Let's not overshoot. I had 2 points on fortitude, which is 4. I'm pretty sure I had 130 movement speed. That's normally what I like to go for. So let's get that. And the rest will probably have all been piled on weight. So let's chuck that on there. Weight's the most important thing in this game. There you go. Now what I'm going to have to do is unlock all of the things that I use for building and then get back to you because that's going to be a bit boring to watch. Right, I'm pretty confident that's the main building things all unlocked. Now we need to do the wooden tree platform and the tree sap tap, and I kept them till last so that I remember to actually make them before we go across because it's going to be tricky to make them there when most of my resources are here. Now what do I need to add to make this platform? Cement and paste and wood. Well, cement and paste is going to be in the third vault, and I know the wood's in this one. So let's just fill up our pockets here with everything that we can carry. Chuck that on there. We'll do the same with the cement and paste. In fact, maybe not, because I can carry a lot more cement and paste. We'll just grab a good amount and chuck that into smithy too. And then hopefully, if we go to structures and wood, we can craft one. We can, lovely. Is misc where the taps are? Yeah, I need 4 of those. You can only put 4 on one level of each tree. There's multiple levels, but I'm just going to work around 1, I think. It keeps things nice and simple. And then we are good to head across to the redwoods and get this platform down. So we are at the redwoods. No help to these RGs. They legit keep stopping us in flight because they keep getting trapped on the Quetzal, which is really annoying. But I'm hoping I can place this tree platform just straight from the Quetzal. I should be able to. And we've got a higher and a lower snap. I think I want the lower one. I think they just look a bit better when they're lower down, the tree houses. I don't know why. I just think that personally. And then we can just go and fly and land somewhere in here. Hopefully, if I just fly into the tree and whistles the RGs to stop, they'll land on the platform. Probably not. Oh, that one won't stop because... Now it will, but now it's going to... Oh, my God. I hate them. The RGs have just been a big pain. Right, I'll get it sorted and I'll be back with you once they're all parked up. Have some carrots, man. Shut up whinging, right? You're not that bad at position. Right then, I've got these all sorted and I thought, wouldn't it be easier if I just... Oh my God, there's a Rex down there and it's just going to keep roaring at us. But I'm thinking, should I not bring a vault across or some cupboards just to unload all of this stuff in? And I could maybe do a few trips just to make sure I've got everything that I need. It's also getting late in the game, which means it's going to be dark and I don't want to build in the dark. So I think if I do that overnight, and I'll catch you guys in the morning when we've got a lot of resources across and we can just crack on with the build. I can tell you one thing, this game does not want me to be able to see. How am I supposed to build like this? I wait till morning because it's so dark, and now there's nothing but fog. I can just make out the tree platform there, I think. This is wild. But yeah, I've decided to leave the Quetzal and the other RG back at base while I head this way because we're just getting in the way. They did the job. I did a few runs with them. We've got the vault nice and full. And this time I'm just coming back with some metal and crystal in case we fancy making some greenhouse glass pieces. So I'll get this all into the vault. And then hopefully when the rain clears up, we can do the build. The weather has cleared, the conditions are better, I've got some visibility, although it's still very dark on the tree platform. Now I want to work out where I want my main entrance to be for the treehouse. And I'm thinking if my other base is south from here, this could be a good place to start. And that's nice because we need to use this bracket to get good placement of the treehouse foundations. Now I will tell you, this is the first treehouse I'm building, and I did look online to get some inspiration, and the fella who impressed us most was called Aaron Longstaff. I think it's Aaron, it's got 2 A's. I never met any Aarons until like a couple of years back. I'd only ever met Aarons, but we'll go with Aaron. And you should definitely check out his channel. He's got some sick builds. But I feel like I'm going to base this loosely on ideas he did and also some things I've refined a little bit myself. Now, you'll notice I'm trying to get this center with the bracket because that is perfectly center to this segment of the treehouse platform. And I also want the 2 legs on the wooden platform to pop over the edge at the same time. You can see there that that is not the case. They're slightly different. So I'm just going to have a shuffle round until I feel like they both pop over the edge at the same time. Still no. Must be getting closer. That's the one. And you can double check by going into K mode and coming up to the side here. Just seeing if it happens over the side as well. Yeah, that is neat and tidy. Now to get it perfectly central, like I say, you want to be using the bracket. But I'm going to pull out a pillar for this. And I want the pillar perfectly central. That's good. To the bracket. I think that's all right. And then I'm going to go back to the wooden foundation. Like I said, I want this just over the edge. I think that's probably okay. And then I'm going to switch to the stone foundation that I actually want to place. When I pop that down, that should be the perfect starter placement for getting the treehouse foundation down. Now what you want to do is get some triangle foundations. And you're going to go 3 across and then you're going to place another square one. And you're going to do that all the way around. I've got the 3 for this side already prepared. Just to show that that gap at the front, this side here and that side there, is pretty much exact, which means you've got good placement. So I'll go and craft up the other pieces and I'll get this inner circle of the foundations complete. Right, I've got those all crafted. So we're just going to repeat the process. 1 square, 3 triangle all the way around. And then we will have our inner circle complete. And then we'll have to work on the next circle because I think we're going to go 2 more circles out around the tree. Don't think I want to do any more than that. I want to keep this pretty simple. It's not a base I'm going to use. It's legit just the base to have tree sap taps in. And the reason I wanted to do it like this was because I thought, how's that going to make a good episode if I just plonk down some tree sap taps? Wouldn't really make sense. But yeah, there's the inner circle done. I'm going to craft up the next section of stuff. And the idea is, wherever you have a square, you're going to run triangles. And wherever you have triangles, you're going to run squares. So that'll be 2 squares. And I think it'll still be 3 triangles. So let's get that all done. Right then, like I say, the idea is where the triangles are, we're going to place square foundations instead. And that just alternates them. And it means you have to use less triangles in your build, which is actually way more efficient. So by doing this, rather than doing squares where the squares are, you can actually save yourself a little bit on materials and time, I believe. So that is a lovely little advantage. Triangles now go in between. Like I say, it'll be 3. So I think I've used 12 square foundations, and it's going to be 18 triangle ones again for this outer circle. Well, it's currently the outer. It's going to be the mid circle. Let's just get them all placed. But it's looking good. It's looking good. I'm happy with this. And there we go. Ready to go again. Where are the triangles? I think that's here. So 2 squares. Missed the gap. 2 squares. And it's the same all the way around the outside again. And this is the last circle of foundations I'm going to be putting on, which I'm happy to say because we are flying through resources. It's actually beyond a joke. And then the triangles go in between, and it's 5 each side. So that's 30 in total. And at least then we've finished placing the foundations, and we can move on to the next part of the build. Just got to make sure we get this right. But I think it's looking good. I think we've got a good placement. It's not the worst. It wasn't quite perfect, which is what I was going for. I always aim for perfect. I very rarely get it. That's just life though. So there we go. We've got our foundations for this lid. What I'm going to work on next is getting the tree sap taps in. And we're going to put them through double doorways. So I'll get those crafted up and bring the tree sap taps out. The stupid thing about this is I can place these tree taps, but if I put them down and then go to put a wall on them, it won't work. However, you can put walls down, and if you jump over the top or access via the side, you can put the tree sap tap through the wall. So I'm going to work out where these are. There's one there. And I'm going to put down double door frames because I want a bit to see the tree, and I want to see the tree sap tap coming through. So there's one over here as well. So I'll pop a double door frame down. And I'm just going to keep going around doing that all 4 times. Here's one here. There we go. They're not going to align perfectly. But you know, janky sometimes looks good, right? And this is janky as you can get. Lovely. So once they're down, I'm going to pop the walls in. And there's 12 foundations around this inner circle. So, you know, I did 8 walls and 4 door frames. And that should all add up nicely. Lovely. Let's get the tree sap taps in. Because the gap's there, we can fit them. If you want them to just come through the wall though, like I say, it's simple. Get the wall down first and slot the tree sap taps in after. I'm not sure if it's still the case. Back in the day, you used to have to look in these to activate them. If you didn't access the inventory, they wouldn't start producing. And we want these to produce. So let's get them ticking. So I've had a little run around and tried to work out how I want this to all play out. And I'm going to have to figure out where these brackets were. It was here. So this is going to want to be my main entrance. Now, I've crafted up a couple of things here. Got some of these fence foundations because they're pretty important. I'm going to snap these to the triangle, not the square, so that they're not as on show. And pop them on the outside there because I want to set back the dinosaur gates that I'm going to use at the entrance. So that means I need those there. I'm going to need these here. And because I've got the fence foundations there, we should be able to snap the dino gate to them, or at least to one of them, and it'll make it work. Not the front. Can we get it at the back, please? Away game. Don't be silly. And there we go. And that gets that in there perfect. My only issue is going to be, can I build up along the side of it? I can't. Right, cool. So we don't want to put these in yet. We just want to mark everything out. But that's right. Now what I want to do is work out how often I want one of these gates. 3 gates on the outside would make a nice shape. I'm guessing that means leave a triangle, leave squares, leave a triangle, and do it at the squares again. So I'm going to repeat that process. And then we should have 3 evenly spaced entrances into the treehouse. It's getting super dark, so we're going to have to be quick. I guess the good news is I'm running low on resources, so I'll be able to go and farm some overnight, or at least bring them across from the base. Now, what I'm thinking is these slightly longer walls might be good to have a window in the middle. So stone wall, greenhouse, stone wall. These, because it's a mark of 2, I can't really do that with. So I'm just going to make these standard pillars, one either side. So I'm going to go around and mark those first and then put those in. And that kind of matches up the idea with the doors, but these will just be solid walls. I think that's all 3 done. Yeah. So then if I get the pillars, I can pop those in as well. And this is starting to take shape. We're going to know what walls are going where and what materials are going to be used. So that's that. And like I say, in this middle section, I wonder if I just put one of these like so and then put pillars either side of it. Will that not let me? What, can you not put them on the end of the triangle? This is going to be no good if that's the case. Come on, game. Come on. Nah, it's not going to let us. Why is that? Can I put them there? That's very odd. Very odd indeed. Why is that? But that works. I'm going to have to just do that all the way around. That is weird. But if it's going to work, we're doing that, right? On the edge here. Well, I can, but I can't. Well, it's going to have to do... It should work. It's looking alright. It's looking alright. I'll have to look into this and figure this out. This isn't something I expected to be an issue. But it clearly is. Are we all the way around? We are. So we can pop the 2 pillars in between now. And they'll be facing the right way. One there, one there. And then I think that's the base of the treehouse all marked up and ready to go. Let's just make sure. It's all come together nicely, I think, yeah. I'm happy enough with this. Again, I don't really know what I'm doing, but hopefully I can blag it. Right, lovely. That's the lower pillars down. Now, I want to get rid of these dinosaur gates. The way in is down. So I'm going to take care of the pillars that need to go here. And a dinosaur gate is 4 walls high. So I'm going to stack 3 pillars on each of these. Still got to have my torch out because even though it's morning, like, I can barely see. I can barely see. But I think this is the 3rd day since starting this episode. And we're barely anywhere. It's ridiculous. But yeah, they should be the right height now. And I should be able to put the dinosaur gates in. So let's just get them to snap how I wanted them again to the... Come on, where is it? Is that it? And flip it the right way. There we go. And that should be our entrances kind of set up and ready to rock and roll. There we go. I'll put the doors in as soon as I've got these down. Can we find the right snap? Lovely. And there we go. We can see the entrances all in place. And now I don't have to carry these heavy parts around with us anymore because it's been a little bit of a nightmare. It's been weighing us down. So that's the entrances sorted. I'm wondering actually if it would be cool, because one stairs and they're going to come out too far here, if we drop these foundations and pop stairs in there recessed. I think that could look nice. So I'm going to take these out, we'll craft up some stairs and we'll pop these in the entrances. What an absolute waste of resources. I've got the stairs in, but I had to take the dinosaur gate out. It was conflicting with them. So I've removed all of the other dinosaur gates so I can pop the stairs down. And it's just a little bit annoying, isn't it? Like, why does that not work? That's just stupid. It should just still go in front of a door. It's not like it's going through the door. But there we go. Pop those stairs down first. I've made up the new gates. Let's pop them in again. Sorry that you haven't watched us put them in twice, but it's the way the cookies crumbled. Pop the door in. And this time, hopefully, that's the right order and we're going to be safe and sound. What I'm thinking about doing next is I was going to put the walls in around the bottom where I want the walls, but I want a little fence around the outside and I think it might be best to sort that out next. So that's going to involve some pillars and fence foundations, which I've crafted up, and ladders that I've already made. So I'm going to move the RG inside now because I'm not building inside, I'm going to be building on the outside. I'm hoping the vault will be alright there. It will be because I'm not going to put them over an entrance. So that's worked out nicely. And I'm going to start off over here. Now again, I've refined a little technique to make sure I'm happy with this. And I'm going to try and show it off as best as I can. So I want to get parallel using the ladder trick to the outer wall. So I'm going to put a ladder down, climb up it, hop off it, and pick it up. And I'm then going to walk over to where I'm going to want to place things, right? I'm going to get out the stone fence foundation. And with all this shadow, it's really hard to see. But you want to look for the center, roughly, of the segment on the tree platform, which I believe will be here. And what you want to do is move to the right and go on to the second plank along. So if that's the center, first plank, second plank. I'm going to jump into K mode now, because if I walk forwards, there's a marking that you want to look for on these, and it is there. You can see that line running across the first plank that I skipped and the second one. I want my fence foundation to tie onto the very back of that mark, and I'm going to place it. And then I want to snap one on an angle to the side, and then I want to snap one across the edge, if it'll work, like so. Now that is perfectly central to this segment, all right? And if I run two more out from that along here, I'm going to be able to put a fence that is perfectly placed. You'll notice the gap this side, it's tricky to see, is the same as the gap this side. So for this wall, I'm going to put a pillar either side, and then we'll run a railing through the middle, and that's how I'm going to do that. I need to repeat this now on every segment where there isn't a doorway. Right, they're all in and sorted, so we can get the railings down now. I'm just going to use stone railings to keep in with the theme so far. The whole lower part of this base is stone, so it wouldn't make sense to change to something else. I feel like these look a little bit more substantial too, and when you're using the fence foundations, you kind of want to hide them, so that bottom bar there works really nicely, and that just hides the fence foundation a little bit better than if you used a wooden one. 3 more to go. Some of those are flipped. I can't really seem to notice, so that'll do. Happy days, we've got our little fence around the outside done, and we shouldn't be falling off this thing. Now then, I'm going to work on the outside wall of the actual base now. I'm going to want to go 2 walls high for this, so I think I'll need to start by getting some wood pillars and popping them on top of the stone ones. So I'll craft those up now. Right, that's the crafting complete. Let's get these down. For now, I'm just going to put 1 on each stone pillar, just to get around and to know where I'm up to. I don't need to put any more down until I get to that height that I'm going to be working on. And right now we haven't finished this part, so I'm just going to focus on the part that I'm up to, stay low, and we'll raise up the pillars as we raise up the walls. Did that go in the right place? Whoa, shot through, nice one. Come on. This is requiring way more concentration than I thought it might. Is that in? Is that them all done? Lovely, that's good. Now then, we're going to sort out the walls, and I'm going to do stone, glass, stone, 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 glass, stone. And I need to do that all the way around for each of the 3 sites. So we grab these 12 greenhouse windows, and yeah, this is going to just look a lot better, I feel. So like I say, I'm going... This one's to be stone. I need to do my trick here to get it on the outside one. Go on. There we go. So stone, stone, glass, stone. These ones are both going to be stone. 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 This one's stone. Glass. Stone. And then we want stone in here as well. If we can get it to go where it's supposed to, that'd be nice. Go on. Where's the snap point? Lovely. And then the 2 greenhouse ones, popping on the edge there. 1, 2. May as well take them up to the height they're going to be. And that's looking nice. Now, the reason I've left those top bits is I'm going to do wood there. That's why that's wooden pillars. But I need to repeat this round each side. Right then, that is me all done with the lower wall. I'm going to have to open a gate to get out now. But you can start to see this is all taking shape. Well, maybe you can't. It's so dark. Is there any light around here? Yeah, it's a bit better. It's starting to look like a building. What I need to do now, though, in all honesty, is get that second wall up. And I'm going to do that out of wood all the way around. So I'll craft those. And we'll try and get that done by the end of this in-game day. Here we go. Then I'm going to do this from the inside. And I'm just going to legit go around all the way around. And this should be pretty easy to place in all honesty because the lower walls are already sorted. Well, I say that and then I screw up on one, so I'm probably going to have to make another piece of wall. Unless my maths was wrong anyway, but I tried to work out how many of these I think I would need. And I'm pretty confident I'll have got it right. Hang on. No, I overshot. Get in. Spot on. So that is all of the walls in there. Right, I've just gone and got a torch. I was trying to show off what I just built and couldn't do it because it was pitch black. But if you look here, we have done the lower wall, the main part of the treehouse. We've just got to work on the roofs and build up to that gate. But I am going to wait till morning. I'll get the next few bits crafted up. It's a little bit later in the day than I wanted it to be. I've got a level, so let's put that on. And that is because I have been crafting the night away. As well as crafting, I had to go and get more resources. But I think I've made most of the things I'm going to need. Now, I was trying to work out the build and visualize it by looking at what we've got so far. And it actually was pretty possible due to the fact we've got a lot in place. And I figured I'd start with this inner wall next because I'm going to want to take this 4 wooden walls high for the design I've got in mind. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to do that all the way around. And then that'll put me in a good position to be able to start working on the roof and working down towards these walls. The idea is to get a balcony that goes all the way around the outside of the treehouse, higher up, and to have a nice sloped roof above these gates. So that's what we're going to work on. And this is the first part of that. I'm trying to decide whether it's going to be best to start at the top and work down, or start at the bottom and work up, or if maybe I should start at the top and the bottom and meet in the middle. I'm unsure. But that there, I'm pretty sure is exactly how I need that to be. It should be one higher than the gate. Yeah, looks like it is. Lovely. Right, I've got the next piece. I've decided to try and start at the top, and I'm going to mimic what's going on the floor with the foundations here, but with ceilings. So that is a square, so if I can reach, I want that square on the top of there. Going to look for the next square. There's a square foundation. Let's do the same for the ceiling. And that is what I need to be doing all the way around, just to make sure that the shape I'm creating with the structure around the base matches up with the foundation structure. And it's pretty straightforward. I'm just trying to work out if the triangles is going to be a bit of a pain in the backside due to us having to jump to do this. I could maybe grapple up and get on top. Should we do that? Let's try. I think that could be the best way to go about this. Just pop that in there. Get on top, hopefully. And cut that. Class. Right, that's going to make life so much easier. So with triangles going round. And this is the top ceiling of the treehouse. I thought about doing this in glass, but I had nowhere near enough crystal and I can't be bothered to keep farming, so we're going to just do this part out of stone. Lovely. Right, I've got the greenhouse glass. I reckon I should just bit of run around like this and place it around the outside. Go on. Seems to be working. Hang on. I was going to say that was the shortest rainfall I've ever seen, but apparently being under that roof slightly just stops the whole world from raining. Come on, we're getting round. We're getting round. Spot on. It turns out this part is a little bit more tricky than I anticipated. I want to try and get roofs on here, and the roofs won't connect unless you have a sloped wall beside them, and I don't want one. And then I thought, well, we'll try and use the stairs, but they need to connect at the top of a wall. So we can't place those down here yet, so we're kind of stuck. And the only way we can really fix it is by putting walls in front of where we want them to be. And that's where the genius of Aaron Longstaff comes in. What I'm going to do is basically match up on the outside here every foundation, but with wood, on the inside edge of this build. Then what I'll be able to do is put walls up, and on those walls I'll be able to, well, snap the stairs, and we can use them as the roofs. You can change them to a slope if you want, but you don't have to, you know, with the options there. So I'll just be filling in these gaps like this all the way around, and then we'll be able to get the first sloped part of the ceilings on, which will be nice. So I need to jump up there and get the wall in. What's the best way? I think to grapple again. If I can grapple onto here, You should be able to get up onto there. Lovely, no problemo. And like I say, walls around here, just on the inside edge and all the way around. Like so. So I'll get that done and then I will get back to you. Right then, at these gates, I'm going to want walls to go up to the top of the gate frame. So I think I'm going to have to go 2 up on each of these all the way around and then fill the little gaps in with walls just to make this feel a little bit more complete. In fact, should I just go up the one and put a sloped roof in front of the gate? I'm going to have to grapple again. Hope I've got the stairs on us. I feel like I have. What does that not count as a hit? What game? Can you not shoot pillars with these? Do you know what? We'll just fly up on the RG. Surely we can get up with the RG. Come on. Come on. I know you're loaded. There we go. And we're on. I need to eat some food as well, by the way. So let's do that. And these stairs should go down like so. And we want them wherever there is a square ceiling. Ah, no. It's not what I wanted. Oh, to be fair, I can just do it from down here. What is all the fuss about? It's not like there's many spots to place them either. Looking dandy. Looking dandy. Come on. There we go. So that's that section done. It's starting to take shape. I feel like I like the idea of a slope, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to go too high. We'll get rid of those pillars when I can get up there. I'm a little... Oh my god, that's not great. I'm a little bit annoyed, to be honest with you. How am I going to get that back? Oh no. Grapple time, grapple time. Come on, come on. Work on the wall. There we go. We're up for that at least. No, no, no. Come on, get on. Pick it up. Hey, absolute hero. Right then. Let's run round. I can probably just do this from up here now. And then we'll get the other one done. And that's them sorted. So I'll have to get those pillars down. I'll do that now. And then we'll be able to finish doing the ceiling. Right then, I've got the entrances sorted out. In that sense, the walls are going up to the 2 pillar high. But if I want to put a slope on here, I'm going to use the actual slope and I'm going to pop these bits in. Purely because the slopes will sit on that and go over the door frame and they should look decent. Yeah, I think that's cool. So I'm going to repeat that with the other 2 door frames. So this is really taking shape now. I'm super happy with how it's looking, but the focus is going to be to get those pointy triangle roofs now. I'm making too many mistakes, so I'm going to put some ladders on here to get up. It's going to make life a bit easier. Right, pick you up. And let's see if it's easier to place these from above, because I'm struggling from down below. Right, where am I looking? Yeah, they want to snap to the bottom wall. But that's fine. There we go. Come on. Get yourself in. Yeah, so looking down from above is definitely a better way of getting this placement. And I'm guessing looking up from below is going to be the best way for getting that placement. Come on. They're so mental, but as you can see, that's going to finish the roof off nicely. Look down from above for these ones. Come on. Where are you? Where you at? Where are you? There we go. Come on, you're right there. And then these from below. Yeah, it seems to be the method. So I've got to go around and do that on the other 2 sides as well. Wow, that was harder than I thought it would be. Probably the hardest part of the build. But we have got ourselves a roof going all the way around. And the inside's starting to look cool as well. I quite like that there's that little step in the building. That's lovely. I might have wanted to put some pillars in. It's a bit late now because I've put these walls in. But it would have been cool to have some pillars on the inside going up to support this. I might still do that eventually, but not right now. I've changed my mind. I've decided I want pillars in here because I'm going to need pillars to run up through this wall to put them either side of the glass windows that I'm thinking about putting on the next floor up. So I'm just going to snap them in with these ones and I'm going to see how much damage this does to the build and how much I'm going to have to change. These ones should be alright. Why is that one not placing? But I want to put a wood one in through that wall. Now I've predicted I'm going to have to replace the walls either side. But they should go in there afterwards. Can I jump up and reach them? Wood wall. Oh, that's going to make life so much easier that I can do that. And then hopefully, like I say, the wooden pillar will go on top. It will. And then I can replace the 2 walls. Class. That's lovely. I'm going to do that again on this side. Just to finish this side off with you. And then I'll get the other ones done. So I can take those wood walls out. That allows us to put down the wooden pillar. And then the walls can go back in. And I think that looks really nice. Happy days. I'll do the other ones. Right, the pillars are in. It's getting dark again, so I'm going to get out my torch. Let's see if we can see a bit better. There we go. And I added 2 more pillars to the top of each pillar section. Because like I say, I want to alternate the glass. So I've got glass here. I'm going to pop glass in between the middle of the pillars. And then I feel like that'll just break up the wall that's going to be below the balcony a little bit more. Make that a little bit more interesting. Around the rest of it, I'm just going to go in with the standard wood. I think we do that. We'll try it. We'll see what it looks like with the flipped wall. And then at least it keeps it consistent on the inside. And it'll look like it matches up. Don't see anything wrong with that. You know, a little bit of aesthetic choice for design. And I think that's that layer done. So all we've got to do now is put the walkway around, get some railings on, and the build will pretty much be complete as far as I can tell. Right, let's see if I can get up here without the grapple. Because I need to get on to the next section. Is it possible to jump onto here maybe? Pillars are a little bit glitchy. Yep, there we go. Now I'm hoping from here I can start placing the walkway. What's down below? Squares. These are squares. So that's nice and easy. And then I've got to go triangles. And again, I'm just matching the foundations down below for this. And we're going to make the walkway all the way around. I don't know how doable this is going to be in the dark. But what I've decided on is popping in a hatch frame. 1 in each section. Just after the door. Like so. So I can run in. Turn left through any entrance, no way, and get straight up the stairs. I'm unsure why that one's worked. We'll have to fix that from the top. But let's pop the ladders in here. And I'm hoping I can do 2 down and reach. And I've gone for the rope ladders because I feel like that looks more treehousey. Well, I don't just feel it, it's true. Now I'm going to have to get on top, like I say, to fix that one over there. We may as well try the ladders out. Hey, it's working. And I wonder what went wrong. It seems to have conflicted with the ceiling. Or at least snapped below it instead of taking it over. If I break this ceiling, is the hatch already in a good place? Looks fine to me. So let's run that rope ladder down from here. Don't be daft. And can we get one below? Class. Don't have to go down then. That's nice. Let's pop the hatches in. Let's get them in. Little trap doors. Just to make sure this place is secure. Not that anything or anybody's going to be getting in, but it's nice. And then I'm going to run round with the railing and hope I've made enough. Oh my god, already we're having difficulties. Going to have to flip these and make sure they're on the right snap point. And I'm going to have to go and replace that one that's taken over the wall down below with a wall again. But let's just get this done for now. Do you know what would be nice if I could just pop this in from down here? It wants to be that way, doesn't it? Which snap is it? That looks right to me. Hey, saves a climb. Class. So we just need the top railing now on the very top of the building. So I'll get up there and I will figure that out. I've got a ladder here. I'm hoping I can place it and then I can just climb up on top. That would be really nice. Brilliant. We're up. And then we're just going to put these around the inside and around the outside just to finish it off. And it'll stop us if I end up getting up here somehow. Falling down inside the tree. I mean, I can get out because the gap's at the bottom where the taps are. But still, it just makes it feel a bit more complete. And then we're going to put some wood ones on top of those. Just because it looks snazzy. Oh my god. Again, I'm not going to lie. This idea is 100% taken from Mr. Aaron Longstaff. But it's a good one. It makes it feel like there's something connecting the tree house to the tree. Do you know it's actually easier from down here? Why didn't I think of that? That's so much easier. Where did the dodgy one go? Did I replace a stone one by accident? Here's me thinking I need to get up there when I don't. It's actually better staying down here. What a waste of a ladder. And then get the wood one on top. And that looks good. I'd like to go around there again, I think. I'm going to run around and we're going to do another layer of these wood ones. Doesn't feel high enough, that, so we're going to go again. And I feel like it just looks a little more substantial. And it's just a nice little aesthetic feature. Alright, and then I'm going to go around with the stone ones along this bottom edge. Just to finish off the top of the greenhouse windows. They look a little unfinished, which isn't what I'm after. I feel like the way that the ceiling and the greenhouse windows meet isn't very nice. That nice, thick, bulky bottom part, the stone part of the railing, really does hide that and tidies that up. Gives it a nice air of being complete. And I think that's all the way around. Do I go... Again, like I say, I'm copying the master, but I'm pretty sure if we've got enough, we may as well do the top of this with stone as well. And then that looks really interesting. Yeah, I'm liking it, I'm liking it. I did break one. Hopefully that can be a quick repair. Where's the broken one? There, we'll just replace that with wood straight away. And pop a stone one back on top. And I can't think of anything else that needs doing to this treehouse to finish it off. Look at that view though, isn't it lush? That's looking over towards where my base is. So this is the main entrance and I'm super happy. I think it's been worthwhile building this. Not only is there a lovely view, but look at that. A gorgeous treehouse around our tree sap taps. Now, like I say, this is my first time building a treehouse. But let's have a little look around with what we've done. We've got this outer wall, which looks pretty nice. We've got glass windows, and I've put ladders on each of the pillars either side because there was one already there. Instead of taking them down, I thought I'll add them on. Looks a little bit more interesting. We've got the recessed entrance with the dinosaur gate, which I think looks really cool. And also, we've got the nice sloped roof running around the outside up to the next floor. If we go inside, we've got the tree sap taps, and they'll have been doing their job of collecting tree sap, so I'll be making sure to grab that before I go. And we've also got pillars on the inside, just adding a little bit of interestingness. Is that a word? It's not, but we're going with it. Let's hop up onto the ladder and pop out. We've got this balcony to get really nice views over the swamp, into the redwoods, and like I say, back over towards home, which is real nice, just a nice little touch. And these glass windows around the top add a lot of light. And then to finish it off, just to make it feel like there's some sort of net or grid or frame holding up the tree house, we've got some railings around the tree there, and I think they look super sick. So I'm over the moon with this. I'm hoping you guys like it. I'm hoping it's something you might like to build. But I wouldn't recommend it on a server because this has taken an absolute age. I've been going for over 4 hours and it's been awful having to farm and bring resources over overnight. Been an absolute meh. But at the same time, I think it's kind of worthwhile. So I think it's a good place to call things there. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please remember to like, subscribe and ring the notification bell. Check out the links in the description below. You'll be able to join the Discord and the likes if you do. But other than that, you guys take care and I'll catch you later. Cheerio.